This mathematics tutorial video is intended for the examinee of civil service examination. From this video, I will show you all the topics to cover the scope of mathematics. This first episode of tutorial video will show you all the 7 general topics, and we will discuss the first topic, which is the basic mathematics. Okay, so the first out of 7 general topic is the basic mathematics, and under basic mathematics is the least common multiple or least common denominator. Okay, another topic under basic mathematics is the greatest common factor. Okay, addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division of integers. Okay, the last is the PEMDAS operation on real numbers. So, from the end of this video, I hope that this topic is fully understood and ready for implementation or its usage to the next tutorial video. Since this is the basic, we will always use this in other topic. Okay, so let's proceed to the second topic, which is the fraction. Under fraction is the 3 types of fraction, the mixed form, to improper fraction, and vice versa. This is a conversion. Okay, and then lowest term of a fraction. How do we find the lowest term of a fraction? Okay, and then the addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Third is the decimal. Under decimal is the conversion of decimal to fraction and vice versa. And addition, subtraction, multiplication, division of decimal. Okay. The fourth topic is the percent. Under percent is the conversion of decimal to percent and vice versa. The fifth topic is the number series. Okay, on this topic, we will show you how to find the number series. Okay, and then 6 is the algebra. Under algebra is the simple equation and the quadratic equation. And then the last topic is the area. Under the area is the area of a square and rectangle, area of a triangle, area of a circle, and area of a trapezoid. Okay, we need to fully understand first all the mentioned topic before we can proceed to the worded problem, just like what we can see in civil service exam. If you can fully understand all the topics, I can assure you that you will get a high score in mathematics subject of civil service examination. Okay, so let's start to discuss the first topic, the basic mathematics. Okay, under basic mathematics is the first topic, the least common multiple or least common denominator. Okay, a multiple is a product of any number and an integer. The number 16, negative 48, and 72 are multiples of 8 because 8 times 2 is 16, 8 times negative 3 and is equal to 48, and 8 times 9 is equal to 72. Okay. Similarly, the first 5 positive integers of 7 are the following: 7, 14, 21, 28, 35. Okay. So the multiples are the like this one. The multiples of 7 is 7. 7 plus 7 is 14. 14 plus 7 is 21. 21 plus 7 is 28. 28 plus 7 is 35. Okay, and so on and so forth. Okay, other example is multiples of 4 is positive. The positive multiples of 4 is 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, and 40. Okay, so the multiples of 5 also is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and so on and so forth. So that is what we call the multiple. Okay, you can multiply it by itself. Okay, you can add it by itself, like 7 plus 7 is 14. Okay, so let's try to find another sample. Okay, find the least common multiple of 3 and 5. Okay, so please take note that this question is asking for the least common multiple, the least. So let's list down first the multiple of 3. The multiples of 3 are 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, and 18. Multiples of 5 is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, so their least common multiple is 15. Okay, so this one, so their common number is this. The least common number here in our tabulation is 15. So the least common multiple of 3 and 5 is 15. So let's try another example. Okay. Find the least common multiple of 3, 4, and 6. So let's list down again the multiples of 3, which is 3, 6, 9, 12, and 15. Multiples of 4, 4, 8, 12, 16, and 20. And multiples of 6 is 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. So as we can see, their common number is this one, the 12. So the answer is 12. The least common multiple of 3, 4, and 6 is 12. Okay, so what is the usage of this multiple? Okay, so the usage of this the usage of why we are getting the least common multiple is the addition and subtraction of a fraction. We will discuss this as soon as possible. Okay, so we will discuss this in our upcoming videos. Okay, the next let's try to solve another problem for the least common multiple. Okay, find the least common multiple of 2, 4, and 8. At this time, uh, um, we will be having a choices. Okay, then find the least common multiple of 2, 4, and 8. A is 16, B is 4, C is 8, and D is 12. Okay, we will give you uh, to easily solve the problem. We'll give you a hint. Okay, important notes to easily solve the multiple choice problem. Okay, so in least common multiple, we have answer should not be less than the highest given number. And so from this one, that the answer should not be less than the highest given number. So the given number is 2, 4, and 8, and it should not be, the answer is not the is not less than the highest. So the highest is 8, so the 4 is less than 8, so we will X now the letter B, the 4. So that is definitely, that is not the answer. And then the second, okay, is choose the lowest one and see if it is a factor of the given numbers. It is just a hint to easily solve the problem. So what is the lowest one? The lowest one is 8. So is 8 the factor, or 8 the multiple of 2? Yes. 8 the multiple of 4? Yes. Since 4, 8. From 2 is 2, 4, 6, 8. And then 8 is a multiple of 8? Yes. So the answer is 8. Okay. So we'll ask you. Let's try 16. Is 16 multiple of 2? Multiple of 2? Yes. Is 16 multiple of 4? Yes. Is 16 multiple of 8? Yes. Okay, so 16 is a multiple of 2, 4, and 8, but it is not the least. Okay, remember that the question is find the least common multiple. So the least common multiple is 8. Okay, so let's try another example. Find the least common multiple of 2, 4, and 6. Okay, so these are the choices. Again, that the answer should not be less than the highest given number. So the highest given number is 6. Okay, so we cannot eliminate number. So these are all equal and higher than the highest number. Okay, so let's try. Okay, choose the lowest one. So the lowest one is 6. Is 6 multiple of 2? Yes. Is 6 multiple of 4? No. So 6 is not a multiple of 4. 6 is also not a common multiple of 2, 4, and 6. Okay, so let's proceed to the 8, which is higher than the 6. Okay, so 8 is 8 multiple of 2? Yes. Is 8 multiple of 4? Yes. Is 8 multiple of 6? No. Okay, so 8 is not a common multiple of 4, 2, and 6. Okay, so let's go higher. The 12. Is 12 multiple of 2? Yes. Is 12 multiple of 4? Yes. Is 12 multiple of 6? Yes. So the answer is 12. Okay. So last, let's try another example. Find the least common multiple of 3, 8, and 12. Okay. So here are the choices. So from our hint, answer should not be less than the highest number. So the highest number is 12. So 8 is not an answer. It's not a common multiple. Okay, so let's try the lowest from this remaining 3, the 12. Is 12 multiple of 3? Yes. Is 12 multiple of 8? No. So 12 is not the answer. Okay, let's try 16. Is 16 multiple of 3? No. So 16 is not a common multiple of 3 and 8. Okay, let's try 24. Is 24 multiple of 3? Yes. Is 24 multiple of 8? Yes. Is 24 multiple of 12? Yes. Okay, so the answer is 24. So let's check if it is the multiple of 3. What numbers can be multiplied by 3 to get 24? So 8. 8 times 3 is 24. Okay. How about number 8? What number to be multiplied to 8 to get 24? 3. So it is still 8 times 3 is 24. How about 12? 12. What number to be multiplied to 12 to get 24 is 2. So the answer is 4. Okay, so let's proceed to the next topic under basic mathematics, the greatest common factor. Okay. The numbers that can divide an integer into a whole number is called its factor or divisor. For example, the factors of 4 are 1, 2, and 4. Okay? Because these are the numbers that divide 4 without having a remainder. Like 4 divide 4, 4 divide 1, 4, 4 divide 2, 2. 4 divide 4 is 4. Okay, we will get a whole number and without having a remainder. For another example is 6, which has a factor of 1, 2, 3, and 6. Okay, it is clear that each number has always 1 and itself as a factor. Okay, That's true. So 6 times 1 is 6. So 6 is a factor of 6. Okay? So the number itself and 1 is always a factor of the number. Okay? Note that this discussion, when I say number, I mean a positive integer. Okay? What are the, let's try to solve, let's try to find greatest common factor of different numbers. Example, what are the greatest common factor of 12 and 8? So let's list down again the factors of 12. What are the factors of 12? 1. This always start with 1, since the number itself and 1 is the factor of that number. Since 12 times 1 is equal to 12. Okay? 12, the factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. Why? 1 and 2, 12 divided 2 is 6, and 12 divided 3 is 4, 12 divided 4 is 3, 12 divided 6 is 2, and 12 divided 12 is 1. Okay, if you will divide this number into each factor, we will get a whole number. That is what we call the factor. So let's list down the factors of 18. Factors of 18 are 1, 2, 3, 6, and 9. Okay, so 2, since 18 divided 2 is 9. 18 divided 3 is 6. 18 divided 6 is 3. 18 divided 9 is 2. And 18 divided 18 is 1. So their common greatest factor is, they have also a common here. The 1, the 2, the 3 is a common factor. But this time, it is asking the greatest common factor. Okay? Not the least common factor. Okay, so the greatest common factor is 6. Okay, let's try another. Find the greatest common factor of 20, 32, and 28. Factors of 20 are 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, and 20. Factors of 32 is 1, 2, 4, 8, and 32. That is 32. Okay, and then factors of 28, 1, 2, 4, 7, 14, and 28. So what is their greatest or highest common factor? They have a common factor of 1, 2, and 4. So the highest common factor is 4. Okay. So what is the usage also for greatest common factor? The use of greatest common factor is to reduce the fraction to its lowest term, or what we can also call simplify. Okay, this topic also will be discussed as soon as possible in our future topic. Okay, let's try other example of greatest common factor in multiple choice. Okay, find the greatest common factor of 6, 12, and 18. Okay, the choices are 12, 3, 6, and 9. Okay, let's give a hint again. Important notes to easily solve the multiple choice problem. Okay, answer should not be greater than the lowest given number, since it is a factor of these 3. So the answer should not be greater than 6. Okay, if there is a number greater than 6, okay, since it is asking for greatest, and we need only is the factor, so all numbers should be, the greatest factor, common factor should be less than the lowest of a number. Okay, so another hint is choose the highest one and see if it is multiple of the given numbers. This is not multiple, this should be a factor. Okay, so answer should not be greater than the lowest. So the lowest is 6, so we can now eliminate 2. And the answer should not be greater than the 6. We have 2 greater than the 12 and the 9. So this definitely this is not the answer. So let's try. Choose the highest one. 6 is 6 multiple of 6? Yes. 6 multiple of 12? Yes. 6 multiple of 18? 6, 12, 18. Yes. So the answer is 18. Okay. So we are just giving you that this hint since for multiple choice problem in mathematics, some problem is easier when we do the back solve method. This is a hint for the back solve method. Okay, back solve method is when you use the choice and use it to the question and get the answer. Okay, so find the greatest common factor of 12, 18, and 24. So here, okay, answer should not be greater than the lowest given number, and then the lowest given number is 12. So answer should not be greater than 12. So 18 is already eliminated, and choose the highest one. Okay, the highest one is 12. So is 12 factor of 12? Yes. Is 12 factor of 18? No. So 12 is eliminated. And then let's try 8. Is 8 factor of 12? No. So 8 is also not a common factors of 12, 8, and 24. Is 6 last try is 6 factor of 12? Yes. Is 6 factor of 18? Yes. Is 6 factor of 24? Yes. So the answer is 6. Okay. Last, find the greatest common factor of 12, 8, and 4. Okay, so here are the choices. So let's eliminate. If we can eliminate, the answer should not be greater than the lowest given number. So 8 and 6 is greater than 4. So 8 and 6 is now eliminated. So we only had two choice. And then let's choose the highest. Is 4. Since it is asking for the highest, let's try this one. Is 4 factor of 12? Yes. Is 4 factor of 8? Yes. Is 4 factor of 4? Yes. So the answer is 4. Okay. So let's proceed to the next uh, topic under basic mathematics: the addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division of integers. Integers is the set of numbers containing whole numbers and their opposites. Integers can be positive integer, which is located at the right side of the number line. This one. Okay. And then negative integers is located at the left side of the number line. This one. These are the negative integers and has a negative sign. Okay. 0 is located in between the opposite, the positive, and the negative integer. So this is what we call the integer. So we will add, subtract, multiply, and divide of integers. Okay, note, if there is no indicated sign, it is considered as positive. When we say 4, that is considered as positive integers. When we say 2, that is considered as positive integers. When we say negative 2, there is a negative, that is a negative integers. Okay, let's proceed to the rules of sign. In addition, okay, in addition, the rule of sign is if we add both positive, the answer is positive. When we add both negative, the answer is negative. How about if we add positive and negative? The answer should, the sign should be adopt the sign of which is higher from these two. If the positive is higher, then the answer is higher. Okay, if the given the negative is higher than the positive, so the answer is negative. Okay, and then the sum of negative and positive is the same. Adopt the sign of which is higher from these two numbers. Okay, so let's proceed to, that is the rules of sign for uh, addition. Let's proceed to subtraction. Okay, this one, the positive less minus positive, and then negative minus negative, positive minus negative, and negative minus positive. So if we proceed to subtraction, we have change the sign. We have a hint, this one, change the sign of the subtrahend and proceed to addition. Okay, so let's change the sign of the subtrahend and proceed to addition. But what is subtrahend? Okay, the subtrahend is this number. This the first number is what we call the minuend, and the second number is called the subtrahend. So let's perform this hint. Okay, so let's just copy positive less positive. Let's change the sign of this positive and we will convert to negative and proceed to addition. That is the meaning of this hint. Change the sign of the subtrahend and proceed to addition. Okay, if this is positive, let's convert it to negative. Okay, if this is negative, let's change it to positive, and this is negative, change to positive, and positive, change to negative, and all proceed to addition. Same here, same as here, the addition method, the addition rules of sign. Okay, so next, positive plus negative is depend on the higher. You need to adopt the sign of the which is higher, like this one, positive plus negative. Okay, negative plus positive is also the same, like this one, negative plus positive. Okay, and then positive plus positive is positive, and the negative times negative is positive. Okay, so let's proceed to multiplication and division. Multiplication and division is easier in terms of rules of sign. And then it has the same rules. Okay, from this one, let's say that positive times positive, negative times negative, positive divide negative, and negative divide positive. Please take note that multiplication and division has the same rules. Okay, so this might be a positive divide positive. Okay, sign is uh, the same. Okay, so positive times positive is positive, negative times negative is positive, positive time divide negative is negative, and negative divide positive is negative. Okay, from here, if we will multiply or add same sign like positive and positive, the answer is always positive. Like this one, positive and positive, negative and negative, the answer is negative. But if we will add or divide different or opposite sign, the answer is negative. Okay, so this is easily more easy than the addition and subtraction. Okay, so let's try to solve problem. So addition. Okay, 2 plus 1 is positive plus positive. The answer is positive. So the answer is 3. Okay, so let's just check the note. If there is no indicated sign, it is considered as positive. Okay, negative 3 plus negative 1. Okay, the answer is negative 4. Okay, so negative plus negative is a negative numbers. Okay, so 4 plus negative 2 and Since this is they have a different sign, and positive is higher than the negative, so we will subtract 4 less 2 and adopt the sign of the higher, which is 4 is equal to positive 2. Okay, we will adopt the sign of the highest, negative 4, and then subtract 4 less 2 is equal to positive 2. Okay, then the other one, negative 5 plus 1. Okay, so they have again different sign, so we will adopt the sign of the highest and then subtract 5 less 1 is equal to negative 4. Okay, so that is in addition. How about subtraction? Okay, let's try the same number, the same as addition. 2 less 1 and negative 3 less negative 1, 4 less negative 2, negative 5 less negative 1. Okay, from the rules of the subtraction, or it is a hint. Okay, change the sign of the subtrahend and proceed to addition. Okay, so from this one, change the sign of the subtrahend, convert to negative, and change it to addition. Let's proceed to addition. 2 plus negative 1 equals positive 1. Since this is higher than this one, we will adopt the sign. Okay, next is negative 3 less negative 1. So let's change the sign of this one is negative 3 plus 1. So the answer is negative 2, since negative 3 is higher than the sign, the negative sign is higher than this positive sign. Okay, next, 4 plus 2, this subtrahend convert into positive, and then the minus sign convert to positive sign, so it's equal to 6. They are both positive, so there's no problem. We'll just add negative 5 less 1. Let's negative 5, let's this positive one, let's convert to negative. Let's change the sign and proceed to addition. So negative 5 plus negative 1 is equal to 6, negative 6. Okay, and multiplication. Okay, 2 positive 2 times positive 1 is equal to positive 2. If the same sign, then the answer is positive. If different sign, the number is negative. That's it. Negative 3 times negative 1 is equal to positive 3. Okay, they have the same sign, so the answer is positive. Just multiply the number of 4 times negative 2 is equal to negative 8. They have different numbers, so the answer is negative. Okay, negative 5 times 1. So they have different sign. The 5 is negative and 1 is positive, so the answer is a negative. This should be a negative 5. Okay, sorry for this one. It should be a negative 5, not 10. Okay, so let's proceed to division. 2 divided by 1, so they have the same sign, so the answer is positive. 2 divided 1 is 2. Okay, so next, 3 divided by negative 3 divided by negative 1, they have the same sign again, so the answer is positive. Okay, they are okay. 4 divided negative 2, this one is a positive integer and this one is a negative integer, so the answer is a negative integer, negative 2. Okay, next is negative 5 divide negative 5 divide 1. A negative 5 is a negative and this is a positive integer, so the answer is a negative numbers, negative 5. Okay, let's proceed again to the last part of the basic mathematics, which is the PEMDAS operation on real numbers. Okay, what is PEMDAS? PEMDAS, it is only an acronym. P is equal, P means parentheses, E means exponent, M means multiplication, D means division, A means addition, S means subtraction. Okay, from this is this from the word PEMDAS. This is the sequence on how to solve an equation. If we have the parentheses, exponent, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction, we will just follow this one. We need to eliminate first the parentheses, the exponent, then proceed to multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. So this method is what we call the PEMDAS method or PEMDAS rule. For any expression, all exponent should be simplified first, followed by multiplication and division from left to right, and finally addition and subtraction from left to right. Okay, so let's try this one. 4 plus 3 times 5. So what is the first from the PEMDAS? So I think multiplication is first than the addition. Addition is this one. So we need to multiply first before we can proceed to addition. So the 3 times 5 is equal to 15. So 4 plus 15, since this is a 15. 4 plus 15 is equal to 19. So the answer is 19. That is the application of the PEMDAS. Okay, another example. 3 plus 3 times 5. Okay, so from this PEMDAS rule, the parentheses should be removed first before we can proceed to multiplication. Since it is a multiplication. So 3 plus 3 is equal to 6 times 5 is equal to 30. So the answer is 30. Okay. Other example, 8 plus 4 squared times 3. So what do we need to eliminate first? We don't have parentheses, but we have the exponent. So we need to eliminate first the exponent. So 8 plus 4 squared is equal to 16, since 4 times 4. So 8 plus 16 times 3. This is converted to 16. And then multiply. Exponent, next is multiplication. 16 times 3 is 48, this one. So 8 plus 16 times 3 is 48. 48 plus 8 is 56. Okay, so let's do some example. 13 squared less 18 divide 6 times 2. So what do we need to eliminate first? We don't have parentheses, but we have exponent. So we need to eliminate the exponent first. So 13 times 13 is 169. Okay, let's copy. Let's 18 divide 6 times 2. Okay, so from this one, okay, so what is the next upon extracting the upon the elimination of the exponent? So from here, the multiplication, we need to the next is the multiplication. We need to eliminate multiplication, but okay, from this one we need to extract, since division and multiplication has no other sign. Okay, so we need to proceed from left to right as indicated in this one, followed by multiplication and division from left to right. Okay, so this one, 18 divide 6, so that is equal to 3. Okay, times 2, this one is equal to, okay, so this one, let's just explain. If the multiplication and division operation are not separated by other operation or grouping symbols, since this multiplication and division is not separated by other operation, you must simplify from left hand side to right hand side. So the left hand side is this one. So we need first to calculate this one, the left hand side. So 18 divided 6, that is equal to 3. And then let's copy, times 2. So answer is 169. So 3 times 2 is equal to 6. So 163. Okay. So let's try 6 divided 3 times 2. Again, there is no separation from other operation. It's not separated by the other operation. So we will solve it from left to right. Okay? That is the correct way. 6 divided 3 is equal to 2. So 2 times 2 is equal to 4. Okay? So please just take note that if the division and multiplication is not separated by the any other operation, the computation should start, or the computation or the simplification, to simplify it, we need to start from left to right. Okay, let's try to solve this in other method, in a incorrect way. So 6 divided 3 times 2, if we will just follow this rule, the PEMDAS rule, 6 divided 6 is multiplication is first, is come first from division. So we multiply 6 times 2 is equal to 6. So 6 divided 6 is 1. They have a different answer. Okay, so but that is the incorrect one, since we need to follow this rule, that if the multiplication and division is not separated by other operation, the simplify should be from left to right. Okay, so this is the end of the first basic mathematics, and hope you understand, so we can apply this one for our next topic. Okay, thank you.